kinetic energy and potential energy. For yes, for a mass of 30 kg, mass is given 30 kg. Find the potential and kinetic energy at the top. If his speed is then 6 meter per second. Speed is given 6 meter per second. So how we can find total energy or mechanical energy where mass is given, speed is also given, and you can see height is also given. Height is, you can see 2 meter. So total energy or mechanical energy equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, uh, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, half where m is 30, v square is actually 6 square plus potential energy. Potential energy is mgh, mass multiply with 9.8 multiply with height where height is 2 meter. So equal to what? Yeah, can anybody calculate this one? Now we calculate this one. First of all, 6 square, okay, 36 multiply with 30 divided by 2 equal to 540. Kinetic energy is 540. Plus, what about potential energy? 30 multiply 9.8, excellent. Multiply with 2 equal to 588. 588 equal to what? Plus 540. 1128. Total 1128 joule. Excellent. So total energy. Now, second part, find the potential energy and kinetic energy on water surfaces. You can see here at the surface of water. So we know that total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. But at this level, height from the ground equal to zero. So there is only one energy, that is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, and kinetic energy equal to half mv square. So half where mass is 30 multiply with velocity. So velocity is given, speed is given 8 meter per second. So 8 square equal to what? 8 square multiply with 30 divided by 2. Yes, multiply with 30 divided by 2 equal to 960. So 960 joule at water level. Excellent. Part number 3. How much energy is lost on friction as he slide down? So top position energy 1128, at water level energy is 9c6. These are not equal. This means that some energy loss in the form of friction, reducing friction. So how we can? So we can find, for example, if this one is 1 and this one is 2. So what is loss in energy? A change in energy is equal to what? You can say E1 minus E2 or E2 minus E1. So E1 is equal to 1128 minus 960. Excellent. Thank you. Great. So equal to what? Equal to 168. This 168 joule energy loss to reduce friction. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, excellent. Now, next example, a pendulum example. So, pendulum example, a pendulum is, for example, you can see disturbed from the mean position, from original position. At this position, at height of what? 13 centimeter above the ground. So let's suppose if we divide this one, this is position number A, this one is position number B. So if you release this pendulum from position A, so it will move toward B. So what is the speed at position B? So same we can find the speed at position B. How we can find? Using mechanical energy. Yeah, law of conservation of energy. The total energy or mechanical energy of a system equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So at position A, here is okay, velocity equal to 0 because there is no motion. This body is at rest. So only we have potential energy equal to m, g and h. M is mass, g is 9.8, and what about height? Height is 13 centimeter. So E is equal to what? E is equal to 9.8 multiplied with 13. You can convert 13 into meter, centimeter into meter, but it's okay. I want just how to solve this question. So 9.8 multiplied with 13 equal to 127. 127 multiply with m. We don't know about m. M is the mass. This is at position A. Now at position B, so again, total energy of a system equal to what? Potential energy plus kinetic energy. So at position B, height from the surface of Earth equal to what? Equal to 0. This means that potential energy equal to 0. So total energy equal to kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. And we know from the first equation E is equal to 127 multiplied with m. This is not meter, this is mass. So putting value of E, we have 127 multiplied with m equal to half. We have also m multiplied with v square. So m cancel with m. 2 multiplied with 127. V square is equal to 127 multiplied with 127 multiplied with 2 equal to 254. 2, 5 and 4. So taking square root on both sides, you can find speed, velocity. Speed is equal to what? Yes, excellent. 15.9. Excellent. Excellent. Nasir Muhaddasa. Excellent. So 15.9. V is equal to 15.9 meter per second. The speed at position. Excellent. Yes, sir. Excellent. Okay. Now clear this one. Any question in this one? No question? Okay, great. So next,
Professor?
yes.
Professor, in this question, I didn't get why we excluded potential energy in the first one.
Okay, in second part you can see the height is equal to 0. There is potential energy equal to mgh, where h is the height from the surface of Earth. So you can see if we compare, this is reference point. So height from the surface is equal to 0. So 0 multiply with g multiply with m equal to what? 0. Potential energy equal to 0.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Next question. Okay. You can see a car traveling along a frictionless roller coaster track. At the point A, the cart is 10 meter above the ground and traveling at 4 meter per second. So we can find the total energy at position A, then how we can find velocity at position B, velocity at position C, and maximum height at position D. So first of all, at position A, how we can find? Okay, at position A, total energy, of a system, mechanical energy equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Half m is mass and v square, where v square is 2. Velocity is given 2 square plus mgh mg 9.8 and height is given 10. So total energy equal to what? Total energy equal to 2 square 4, 4 divided by 2 equal to 2m plus 9.8 multiplied with 10 equal to 98 multiplied with m. M is mass. So adding 2m with 98, so total energy equal to what? 100 times mass is the total energy. You can see shown. Excellent. At position A. Now, how we can find the yes, how we can find the speed at position B? So, at position B, let me write here. We know that total energy equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. But again, you can see height from the ground equal to 0. So potential energy equal to 0 because height equal to 0. So total energy is equal to kinetic energy half we have m and v square. We don't know about v square. But we know from first one the total energy of a system equal to 100 times mass. So if you replace E with 100 times mass, joule equal to half mv square. So if you divide both sides by m cancel with m, 2 multiply with 100 equal to 200 and equal to what? V square. So if you take square root on both sides, so square cancel with this one. V is equal to what? V is equal to 10 meter per second plus minus, but we will take plus 10 meter per second. Velocity of speed at position B. Now, how we can find velocity at position C? So same using law of conservation of momentum. C. Total energy equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy half m and we have v square but we don't know v square. V potential energy equal to m g 9.8 and height is 3 meter. So same this one equal to half m v square plus 3 multiply with 9.8. So 3 multiply 9.8 equal to 29.4. 29.4 multiply with m. And E is equal to what? Putting value of E from first one, E is equal to 100 m.
Correct.
Yes, so 100 m. Okay, if you divide all side by m, or if you transfer just 29 to this side, we have 100 m minus 29.4 m equal to half mv square. You can cancel also m on all three, this side and this side, but 100 minus 29.4 equal to what? Yes, 100 minus 29.4 70.6, excellent. Thank you. 70.6 m equal to half mv square. Mass cancel with mass. We are dividing both sides by mass. This will cancel. 2 multiply with 70.6 equal to what? Multiply with 2 equal to 141.2. 141.2 equal to v square. Taking square root on both sides, you can find velocity. This one cancel. V is equal to 144, 141.2, 11.88, excellent. 11.88 meter per second at position C. Now at position D, we don't know about the maximum height reached by the body, this maximum height. So if we consider this one a maximum height, so at maximum height, speed is equal to what? Speed equal to 0. The body remain at rest. So total energy equal to what? Kinetic plus potential, but when velocity is 0, kinetic energy equal to 0. So total energy is only potential energy. M, G and H. We don't know about H. So total energy is equal to what? Putting total energy value 100 M, we have 9.8 M multiply with H. So dividing both sides by 9.8 M, yes, 9.8 M. These two cancel. H is equal to what? M cancel with M. 100 divided by 9.8. Excellent. 100
It's
divided by
10 divided by 98.
excellent, excellent. This one is 10.2 meter. The height reached by the part. Clear? Yes. Any question?
No questions, sir. Clear.
Think yes. Yeah, these are very easy. These are very easy.
Professor, in part B, the square root of 200 is 14.1.
At part B,
In part B, sir, the square root of 200 is not 10, sir. It is 14.1.
yes, Mr. It's 14.9. Excellent, excellent. This one. Thank you, Mr. Thank you. 14.9 meter per second. Excellent, not 10.
14.1, sir, sorry.
14.1.
It's actually 14.14, sir.
Yes, I think it's
That's-
14.14. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Any other question?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, next example. Okay, different three positions. We need to find missing values. Gravitational energy equal to 0. Kinetic energy we don't know. And total energy is equal to 15. So how you can find for first one? Simple. Total energy equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Total energy is given 15. Kinetic energy we don't know, plus potential energy is 0. So what about the kinetic energy? 15. This one is 0, so kinetic energy equal to 15. Now what about the potential energy at position B, where we know height as well? So how we can find? Total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy equal to 7 plus potential energy. Potential energy equal to what? Yes, mgh. This one is also given. So mgh, mgh actually 9.8 multiply with what? Multiply with
1.
so if you write here total energy of a system equal to 15 joule.
15 joule.
Yes, so 15 equal to 7 plus 9.8 multiply with m. So transferring 7 to this side, 15 minus 7 and 9.8 multiply with m. So 15 minus 7, 8 equal to 9.8 m. This will give you mass value dividing both sides by 9.8. 9.8. So mass is equal to 8 divided by 9.8 is 0.81 0.81 kilogram mass. Now you can find kinetic energy. How? Because E is equal to what? Half mass is 0.8 and speed. What about speed? We don't know about speed.
V square.
Yes, we don't know about speed. So, okay, now this one, sorry, we have kinetic energy. We don't know this energy. So total energy is 15. Total energy equal to kinetic plus potential energy. Total 15, kinetic is 7 plus potential. So potential energy equal to what? 8 joule. 15 minus 7 equal to 8. Same, we can find the total energy and kinetic energy at position 3. Okay, try this one, you can solve this one. Same using this formula, total energy equal to kinetic plus potential energy. Where gravitational acceleration, sorry, potential energy is given 15. We know total energy is 15. Kinetic energy plus potential energy, where potential is 15. So if you transfer 15 to this side, 15 minus 15 equal to kinetic energy.
Kinetic is 0.
Yeah, why? Because this is maximum height. In maximum height, the body is at rest. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay, excellent. Okay, it was in your mid, it was in, I think, quiz third quiz. How to find acceleration and tension equation. So,
Excellent question.
yeah, so it's very easy. Solving mass number 1 and mass number 2 separately. First of all, how many forces are on mass number 1? So, if we draw downward force, this is gravitational force, Fg, or Fg is equal to m1g. We have normal force is perpendicular, angle is theta. So, now find out the component of gravitational force, m1g. Opposite of theta, this is perpendicular. So this means that this side is m1g into sine theta. Okay, this side is the this side actually this is actually adjacent side. So this side equal to m1g into sine of theta. And upward is normal reaction. This side is actually tension force. So how many forces are on M1? So we have acceleration, you can see here. So we have acceleration. So we can say that on mass number 1, sum of all forces along x-axis equal to what? Equal to m1a, because there is acceleration. So m1. In this case, we consider this one is x-axis, and this normal force is along y-axis. So sum of all forces along x-axis. So there are two forces. One is this component m1g sine theta. Second one is tension force. So I can write this tension force minus m1g into sine of theta equal to M1A. Tension force is on right side, this one is on left side, so M1A. Or if you transfer M1G sine theta to other side, tension force is equal to M1A plus M1G into sine of theta. This equation number 1 of tension. Now, sum of all forces along y-axis. So sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0 because there is no motion along vertical axis. So how many forces? One is normal force, second one is this component. This one is downward. So M1G into sine theta. Uh, M1G to sine theta plus normal force. Sorry, this one is minus. So n minus m1g cosine theta equal to 0. From this you can find n is equal to m1g into cosine of theta. This is normal force. Now, sum of all forces along sum of all forces on mass number 2. So let's consider mass number 2, same direction of this surface. So same forces. Gravitational force, this one is actually a 2g or mass number 2 multiplied with g. Okay, normal force and gravitational force making angle theta with normal force. So this side, if this one is theta, this side is actually m2g into sine of theta. This one adjacent side, so equal to m2 g into cosine of theta and angle n. We have also tension here, tension force. Okay, then I will call if Zoom meeting finished, then you can join again with the same link. So how many forces are on mass number 2? First, I will consider along x-axis. So sum of all forces along x-axis equal to m2a. Sum of all forces along x-axis m2a. So there are two forces. One is this component m2g sine theta and tension force. The tension is, so we can write m2g into sine of theta minus tension force equal to m2a. This is equation number 3. Sum of all forces along x-axis on mass number 2. Okay, now sum of all forces along y-axis, so there is no motion, so we can just write sum of all forces along y-axis equal to 0. Only two forces, n is equal to what? Yeah, n minus m2g into cosine of theta. N is equal to what? This one equal to 0. So n is equal to m2g into cosine of theta. To find acceleration equation and tension equation. So putting equation, this one is 2, so let's suppose this one is third equation and this one is fourth equation. So if we put tension value from first equation into second equation, like this one, putting the tension value from equation number first